Hey everyone, Creeper here, and I'm sorry that I have not been uploading recently. I simply have been busy, and by busy, I mean that I've been playing Fortnite and Dead by Daylight, because I don't have a life. Anyway, Dobbs made a video about the 10 Pokemon who changed the game. I would go into more depth about this, but
What is going on, guys? This is Dobbs here, bringing you another Pokemon video. And in this video, I'm gonna go over 10 Pokemon that changed everything in Pokemon. So yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, there is no criteria. Granted, countdowns don't inherently need to have criteria since you can make a decent countdown without criteria, but Pokemon that changed everything in Pokemon is incredibly vague. Glad you specified these were Pokemon that changed everything in Pokemon, by the way. We were talking about Pokemon that changed everything in the socio-economic situation of kaiju media. Not only that, but what you just said is completely different from the title, because the title specifies the games, whereas Pokemon as a series is more than just the games. But going off of the title, if you want to get really specific, literally every Pokemon has changed the games, because adding a new Pokemon changed the game in some way by the sheer existence of the coding of those Pokemon being added into the games. The games would be different if you removed any one of those Pokemon, so literally any Pokemon could qualify for this list, if we were going off what the title says.
Alright, let's start with the Pokemon that inspired this entire video, and that is Aaron Zhang's Rotom Wash. If you don't know who Aaron Zhang is, he's a competitive Pokemon player that goes by the name Cybertron, and has qualified for Worlds 6 different times, so he's a pretty good player. And during his 4th appearance at Pokemon Worlds 2013, Aaron Zhang made it to top 4 and needed one more win to make it to the finals. But unbeknownst to him, RNG was about to kick his butt and chase Pokemon forever. And this is how it played out. During game 1, Aaron started the match with a Will-O-Wisp, but unfortunately it missed, which wasn't a big deal because Will-O-Wisp did have 75% accuracy, so it did miss 25% of the time. So on turn 2, he tried again, and then he misses again. Unlucky. And then after that, he wins the match and starts game 2 and tries to strat again. So again, he goes for Will-O-Wisp on turn 1, but then he gets paralyzed. So on turn 2, he goes for it again, but then he misses it again. And then again, and then again. Yes, this Rotom Wash misses Will-O-Wisp 5 times in a row between the 2 games, which has less than a 0.001% chance of happening, 1 in 1,000. And finally, when he hits the move in game 3, everyone goes wild. Just watch.
The confusion, Rotom gets the Will-O-Wisp, and it is! Rotom finally gets the Will-O-Wisp to connect!
And from this wild streak of misses 5 times in a row, it is thought that this made Game Freak change the accuracy for Will-O-Wisp from 75% to 85%, and changing Prankster where it doesn't affect Dark-type Pokemon, all because Aaron Zhang's Rotom Wash couldn't hit a move.
I'm not really sure what the ability Prankster has to do with anything when none of the Pokemon on screen have Prankster, or are Dark types, for that matter. But more to the point, how do you know this? Because your lack of sources makes it look like you're essentially assuming why Will-O-Wisp had an accuracy raise over actually proving why they changed it. Like maybe they just wanted to have Will-O-Wisp have an accuracy raise.
Along with this Rotom Wash, I have to get a shout out to Aaron's Cresselia, who got paralyzed not once, twice, thrice, but 6 times during the spread of all 3 matches. And because of this crazy streak, it is something that Game Freak nerfed Paralysis to where it doesn't affect Electric-type Pokemon. All because Aaron Zhang's Cresselia couldn't stop being paralyzed.
But that makes no sense though. Why would Game Freak make sure the electric types can't be paralyzed when Cresselia is not an electric type? It's a psychic type.
Alright, next up we have Ace Roll's Mimikyu from the anime.
The anime, as in not the games, even though the title specifies the games.
Alright, let's shift gears to another Pokemon in the anime, and that Pokemon is Duplica's Ditto. Now, this Pokemon didn't quote-unquote change the game.
So you acknowledge that your own pick doesn't deserve to be on the list, but you put on the list anyway, because that makes so much sense.
Next up, we have a move that changed everything in Pokemon, and that move is Body Slam.
How does a list with no criteria break its own rules? This video is about Pokemon who changed the game, not moves that changed the game. Pokemon are not moves. Yet, given how one of your entries is a tie, you could have easily made it 2 entries, or combined number 3 and 4, while axing the stupid Body Slam segment. Like, what? Yeah, that's it. That's all I have. By the way, this video was written by Tokyo Game Talks. I just stole their script. Anyway, that's all for safe now. Creeper out.
Socialism is when the government does stuff. And it's more socialism the more stuff it does. And if it does a real lot of stuff, it's communism.